127, Friday, February 26th. Last few days of February, and spring's almost here. What's happening? Of course, CPAC is going on now. If you saw, it's very diverse. These conservatives, all different shades of white people. It's remarkable. Now, more importantly than the salute to Donald Trump, a man who incited an insurrection a month ago, because it's remarkable when you think about it for a second. In January, Trump incites a deadly terrorist attack on our capital to prevent the peaceful transfer of power. And in February, he's invited to be celebrated at CPAC. It tells you that GOP is the party of fascism. And here's the big thing. Democrats, we're different on so many ways. We believe in democracy with a small d. They don't. Also, we believe government can help people. And tonight there's going to be a vote on the COVID relief bill in the House. It's likely no Republicans or a handful at most will support it. What's unfortunate is that the minimum wage raising the minimum wage cannot be in the Senate bill because I'm sure you heard by now the parliamentarian rule that does not comply with the technical rules of this thing called reconciliation. House Democrats still want it, and they should. You know, the last time the minimum wage, and right now it's $7.25 an hour, hasn't been raised since 2009. Think about this. If you're making $7.25 an hour and you're working full time, even a little overtime, you're lucky to make $300 a week gross before any taxes, before Social Security. And you're supposed to live on that. Imagine you're a single parent and you have to live on that with children. It's impossible. Now, that's why raising the minimum wage is actually really, really popular. Polls show it actually went up during the pandemic. It's going to have a huge impact directly on the people whose wages go up. It's going to affect those who are just now making slightly above minimum wage. And it'll save money for everyone else in terms of government benefits. And let me explain all that for a quick second here. If you raise the minimum wage over 5 years, and that's the Democratic proposal, raising it from $7.25 to $15 over the next 5 years. One, this is all the Congressional Budget Office, which is nonpartisan, or other nonpartisan agencies make it clear what will happen. First, you will bring nearly 1 million Americans out of poverty. That's great. You're also going to raise the wages of over 1 million who are making less than $15, or making less than minimum wage right now, what minimum wage would be when it starts gradually being implemented in there. But what's remarkable is that according to various studies, overall, 25 to 30 million Americans will see their wages go up over 5 years as this gets implemented. So it's not just those directly making right now less than the minimum wage, but those really close to it, what will be the new minimum wage, making the minimum or what the new minimum wage will be, they're going to get raises as well. So we're going to see this. There's also the effect, the multiplier effect. You give working class Americans more income. What do? They spend it. They go to the store. They go to the restaurant. They buy things for their family, for themselves, maybe go on a vacation. Whatever they're doing, they're spending the money as opposed to wealthy people who can buy whatever they want now. They're fortunate in that scenario. Middle class, lower income really help by this. It's so important. The other thing is here, and this should appeal to people on the right, if you raise minimum wage, every estimate shows that then there'll be less government expenditures for programs like food stamps, known as SNAP, and other government assistance programs, because less Americans will be in poverty. Less Americans will need that safety net because they'll be earning more money. So even if you're on the right, you should like it. And I know there's a debate, a lot of people will say, some of them well-intentioned, it's understandable, if you raise the minimum wage, you're going to lose jobs, including the Congressional Budget Office actually predicted we'd lose some jobs by it. But study after study has shown something that's been clearly shown to be correct over time, is that when you balance it out, the contribution to our society overall by raising the minimum wage far eclipses the short-term job loss you may have. Not definitely. Keep in mind, when they were raising the minimum wage in 2007, and that debate there, Republicans made the same argument. When the minimum wage was $5.15 an hour. You can't raise the minimum wage, you're going to destroy jobs. It didn't happen. Here and there are some jobs that might be lost, but again, overall, as experts show, and the Economic Policy Institute lays it out really well, they write, while the findings of economists on the minimum wage are certainly not unanimous, the weight of opinion has clearly been moving towards a belief that the minimum wage improves the life of low-wage workers without adverse consequences overall. And that's important. But here's the problem. What do the Democrats do? They cannot keep it in this Senate bill. Once it's passed the House tonight, it's going to be in there. They can. A few options. One is, it sounds odd, they can literally fire the parliamentarian in the Senate because Democrats control it. And you might go, well, that seems extreme. Well, Republicans then in 2001, when they didn't like a ruling of the parliamentarian, they replaced the parliamentarian with someone who ruled in their favor. That's one thing. It's an option. Second is overrule the parliamentarian, but the Biden White House or Biden administration said they don't support that. And you would need Vice President Harris to be on board to do that. So that doesn't look like it's going to happen. The third is you get 10 Republicans in the Senate to do something good for Americans and join with Democrats to close off the filibuster debate, get 60 votes, and vote for this. Again, that's unlikely going to happen. There's a backdoor approach to raising the minimum wage, which is dealing with taxing companies that are not paying $15 over time. That's a possibility. It's actually being talked about now in the Senate. It could pass through reconciliation. It's not clear yet. That's possible. But regardless of the option, the Democrats cannot lay down here. To win the White House, to control the House, and to win the Senate in January, as we did, the deal was we made a pledge to the American people that we're going to help them. We're going to help them during these horrific times of COVID. We're going to help them with the dire need they need right now. We're also going to help them with wages going forward, health care, and other issues. Raising the minimum wage, again, estimated 25 to 30 million overall Americans in the 5 years as it gets gradually increased will be helped by this. This is huge. It shows the commitment to Americans that we are vastly different from the GOP. We just don't talk about cancel culture and the garbage they talk about. We deliver policy that helps our fellow Americans in need. So the option the Democrats are going to choose, it might be fire the parliamentarian, might be convince President Biden to go along with overruling the parliamentarian, assuming Joe Manchin goes along with that, or any other way. But we've got to deliver. Can't lay down. We've got to fight hard. This is what shows what we're different. So thanks for tuning in to the preview of tonight's show. My show is live 6 to 9 p.m. on channel 127 on SiriusXM. If you don't subscribe to SiriusXM, come to the website. There are free trials. Check it out. Join it. Join our conversation. Join our family. We've got a lot of work to do, my friends. Remember, if you want progress, stay active. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's preview of the Dino Budano Show.